Hey guys, welcome to another brand new video. In this one's just a little of a weirder video to go talk about over here because we're now seeing a really big and a strange switch up when it comes to gaming as a whole. Now, have you guys ever wanted to go and play a video game? Most likely if you guys are watching my channel. Have you guys ever wanted to go and pay for a video game? Most likely you maybe don't necessarily always want to pay for it, but you will because you kind of realize you'll have fun, you'll get some enjoyment out of it, entertainment out of it, and as well would you sometimes may want to go buy, say, a DLC or expansion for a game. Most likely yes, if you enjoyed the game. Not always, but sometimes. And when it comes to normal gaming and gaming as a whole, like, yeah, you got to spend money to make money. You got to go spend money to make games. You got to make money back. It makes usual sense. But right now we're seeing a brand new gaming trend that I myself am actually very upset about, and I don't really like. And this is regards now to a brand new crazy man's idea where people are trying to go and lock the game behind paywalls. Now, I don't want to say this is like the most obscene thing. I don't like it. I hate it. I think it's really stupid. I would like to hear your thoughts throughout this entire video. But right now we're actually seeing games that are trying to get a new game plus, so having a chance to play through the game again, behind $15 play walls. We're also seeing now big game options that are requiring you to go and spend money to play the game potentially hourly. And this is on top of the other random weird monetization issues in terms of microtransactions, DLCs, or even just doing things like Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, Nintendo Online. They have a chance to play these games. Now, as I kind of mentioned, I don't really necessarily mind the usual stuff, like Game Pass, cool, whatever, we get a good value out of it. Or like buying a DLC or an expansion. If it's good, I don't mind. But right now, some of these game creators and game devs and these studios are just going off their walls. So we're going to talk about that and rant about it all throughout this video. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch link down below in case you guys would like to go and follow. And of course, as well, we'll probably be playing some games, Monster Hunter and Power World on Twitch. If you guys are bored, subscribe if you guys are new. And I hope you guys are also as enraged as I am because some of these things are stupid. So first and foremost, we've been seeing this, and it's been floating around for at least a little while, and there's a brand new thing first, but either way, we've been seeing some people saying that GTA 6 should be priced as a per hour value, as the publisher themselves have even stated. And this is where things are stupid. First and foremost, when it comes to games like GTA 6, I think GTA 6 can be a phenomenal game. If I have to spend the $70, $60, whatever it might be to play the game or future DLCs, I'm down. Probably no microtransactions. It's just not my cup of tea. But at the same time, for the single player experience or checking out multiplayer a little bit, I'll probably play GTA 6. But one thing I want to go and say is that the Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick isn't concerned about upsetting fandoms, as reinforced by his latest comments a little bit ago that video games should be priced on their per hour value, aka based on the hours of gameplay you get. Considering AAA games cost already $60 to $70 upon release, such a move would potentially make gaming even more expensive. Now, some folks are saying it might have just been more in regards to like the comment of like, let's say you have a game that's 80 hours and you make the game $80, sure, or like a 200-hour Baldur's Gate worth a little bit more money for, say, like a AAA, say a Sony game that's like a 15-hour good experience, but it's also like, let's say, a little bit cheaper. It's not as big as like a price point per hour. But people are concerned about this because some people are saying in terms of streaming, in terms of algorithms, in terms of like laying the game up in the background, you don't want to spend more extra money on a game. You don't want to stream a game. You don't mind maybe for everything like a Game Pass, a Netflix games, PlayStation Plus, if you basically get it for the month. Not everyone has a chance to go into generally play a game. Not everyone has a chance to go. It kind of goes on both sides. If you're someone who's going to know live GTA 6 when it comes out, you don't want to be spending $1,000 because you're going to play a lot of multiplayer, single player game, and all that type of stuff. And the reverse, maybe like sometimes monthly stuff isn't the best because maybe you're a parent, maybe you're in school, maybe you have a random busy work week or whatever it might go and be. And that is an issue too as well, but it's not as bad. You get a whole month, you try to go weasel it. If you have a job, $10 isn't bad. But if you want to drop $100, that's when it gets a little bit rough. But one of the bigger news articles to more focus on here is now the brand new Yakuza game, Dragon Infinite Wealth, is making the utterly bizarre decision to lock the new game plus behind a $15 upgrade. So if you want to go and play through the game again, you have to once again spend money on a game you already bought. And this is once again where I think things are getting ridiculous. I think gaming sometimes is too much money. I don't mind sometimes spending good money on a game if I think the game is good. I don't mind sometimes buying microtransactions. I've done it for games like League of Legends, where I'm like, okay, I'm going to play this game a lot. I play this character a lot. I enjoy this character. I'll spend the money on it. That's totally fine. But when it comes to this one, we're seeing this, where, well, Sega is basically gaining just a really normal feature. You guys know how many games I've played? Elden Ring, Dark Souls type style games, even Pokemons or whatever it might be. Maybe not necessarily full on New Game Plus, just having a chance just to restart, replay it. Or some other games that actually do have New Games Plus, like Bloodborne, or like I said, Elden Ring. it should be free. It's literally the game you already played with maybe a few extra fun features or maybe extra bosses sometimes, a little bit extra like details. You get to carry over your stuff, you get extra carryover stats, whatever it might be. Like it's a cool bonus thing to keep people playing your single player game, because not every game can be multiplayer, not every game can be huge, not every game can have like an endless supply of RNG stuff going on, and this is where things get weird. But when it comes to trying to experience everything a sprawling 100-hour RPG has to offer, New Game Plus can often be an essential tool for running through a game a second or third time without causing too much psychological damage. Some games like the Persona series even require a New Game Plus run if you want the full completionist adventure, which that's just hundreds of hours, but at least it's free. It all makes more baffling than that Sega's upcoming Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is locking its New Game Plus mode behind its Deluxe and Ultimate Editions, which cost an extra $15 and $40 on top of the base game, respectively. This is a series where it traditionally has had its own features locked behind a New Game Plus run, such as the legendary difficulty mode. Specifically, New Game Plus is being folded into the Master Vacation bundle, which isn't included with the game's base version. According to the game's official website, the bundle also includes a bonus dungeon, special Sujimon from a Pokemon-like mode, resort guests, outfits, and more. So you do get extra stuff. Sure, you get extra things. Sure, that's cool. But you still have to pay money. This should just all be included in the game you're already buying in the first place. I hate spending more money on things that I would expect in a normal standard edition of a game. I just want to play the game. Now, I maybe can understand sometimes you get like a little bonus outfit that doesn't really affect the gameplay or pre-order bonus, sure. But having random stuff that is on behind a paid wall and also stopping you from playing the game again, it's really, really weird. So frustratingly, none of these specifics are included in the game's Steam page, and it lists out each edition and what bundles you get for them, but fails to detail what's included in each one. That means if you're going to be going by the Steam page, it's perfectly reasonable to assume that a series which has traditionally included New Game Plus for no extra price would, in fact, have it in their own standard edition. And that's how my mindset would be. If I'm buying a game and I'm playing a game and other prior versions have New Game Plus for free, and that is a industry standard for almost every single game I've ever played, I don't really know what to expect. Like, this is really, really weird for them to even want to go and do. And I can show you guys the picture right over here if you guys want to see it as we go on the bigger side. But basically over here, they have this on Steam where it's like, you have the base game, standard edition, and they don't have this. They don't have the Master Vacation bundle. So it's a bonus dungeon, special swim mods, like the Pokemon type things or whatever. And then the last time, they also have all these other various things too with these bonus dungeons, and you get all the bonus stuff as well. You get different types of party outfits, etc., etc. So like, I see all this, and like, this just makes it feel weird that this is only going to be available for a like Game Plus, like a New Game Plus that you pay money for. Like, this is dumb. Gaming as a whole should not always be behind how can I make more money, and I feel like a lot of big game companies are thinking this. GTA 6 is going to be a dope game. Do I want to spend money hourly to go and buy that game? No. Is there things like Game Pass where I want to go and spend on how much I stream? No, because it'd probably make me want to play games even less. Make it unlimited how Game Pass is right now, and I'm cool with that. Like, I'm fine with that. It's a good deal, a good price point. I'll keep it up. I have it up right now for Pal World. Like, it's cool. I'm down with that. But at the same time, if you have to spend extra money just to do a New Game Plus, which once again, by a lot of games, and even more popular games, like, say, Elden Ring, that game was one of the most popular games that still had a built-in New Game Plus, or like Dark Souls, or Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, or Bloodborne. They have the game built on in. It's like a gameplay loop, and it is more challenging. It actually does have fundamental changes in the game. I mean, mainly because it's like more of like a harder game, so it makes the bosses harder, but it is still a cool experience, and that's something that I should think should always be included for games as a whole. So they say it feels a little rancid. I agree. To have such a basic feature require at least a $15 upgrade, I also agree. Sure, you get a couple more other goodies too as well, but they're more optional. They're like outfits in the game, and like, that's just lame to me. So of course, there's still a chance that there's some rather confusing wording on Sega's part, but considering one eagle-eyed Redditor noticed the situation about a month back and got in touch to be told that, yep, if this isn't a legitimate decision that they legitimately made for their game, a lot of folks are not very confident with this. And I think it's a little bit disappointing to see this on Sega, because Sega should have all the goodwill, and you don't have to spend an extra $15 to keep playing the game you want to do. It would also even ever stop just the main game from just like zilling your save file and going again. I mean, you probably could, but there is also the special bonuses. Typically, New Game Plus, get to keep your character, get to keep your stats, get your armor, whatever they decide to go and do. And it just is really, really sad for me to go and see this, because I want to enjoy the game. I want to enjoy the experience. I want to enjoy my time, and the fact that I can't makes me very, very sad. And I did actually want to go check out this game. Probably still will. It's not going to stop me, but It does kind of leave a really bad taste in my mouth. Same with GTA, same with Yakuza, not a big fan. So give me your thoughts and comments on all of this. Oh, you guys want to spend the extra dollars just for this? I don't think you guys probably would, but I want to hear it down below. We also are on the Twitter and Twitch. You guys are bored, swing by the Twitch, probably live right this second. Of course, subscribe if you guys are new with the notifications on, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow for some brand new videos.